My name's John and welcome back. We've had plenty of snowfall this year. If you're tired of shoveling, tired of the snowplow plowing you in, it's time to buy a two-stage snowblower. You can buy a brand new two-stage snowblower for right around $1,200 and it'd be a really nice one, or you can spend $600 for the cheapest one out there that has questionable quality. If you don't even want to spend $600, you can buy these old snowblowers on Facebook Marketplace for about $150, $250 any day of the week. So is it worth buying one of these old snowblowers? Well, it really comes down to the time frame of the snowblower. Because a machine like this one, 1989, 5 horsepower, 23-inch clearing width snowblower, it's going to be pretty worn out by the time you get to it. And the parts availability will be questionable. So if you plan on buying one of these old machines, make sure you buy it from the late 90s or early 2000s. These machines are going to be closest to modern machines. They may not have some of the bells and whistles, but they're going to have the same level of quality you can expect from a brand new one, especially a high quality one. Also, you want to shop from brands that you're familiar with that sell high quality machines, especially ones that sell commercial machines, because they're going to be invested in those products, such as Ariens, Toro, Cub Cadet, Troy-Bilt, all sell commercial machines. And I would recommend, if you can find one, get a commercial machine because they're going to have far longer life than a regular light duty homeowner machine. But that being said, if you're planning on buying a snowblower and you see one of these, should you buy one of these snowblowers? Well, they sold this snowblower through MTD, Craftsman, all sold these same snowblowers. The snowblower is still very capable, just not that high quality. And if it had received a ton of abuse, this is not the machine you want to buy. It just will be worn out. The 5 horsepower engine on here, though it is worn out and it is noticeable that it is underpowered, still very capable. You can cut through snowdrifts without any trouble, and it starts and runs very reliable. But it is an old machine, and if it was used in areas that got a lot of snow, you really want to buy one of these. Definitely go with a modern one. Like I said, better materials, better parts availability. So if you want to buy one of these, you see a cheap one out there, I'm going to cover the controls of the machine, show you how to start and run it. Then I'll take you out and I'll clear a couple driveways and snowdrifts, just so you can see the capabilities of this old machine. So if you find a benefit from this video, please consider subscribing. And thanks for watching. This machine is mid-grade, so not top of line by any means. And how you can tell that is the cover on here, the actual housing for the auger, is bolted together, not welded together. So the sides and the top bolted together. There's some welding back here for the impeller area, but the machine bolted together. Steel chute, of course, because it's an old machine. And the chute adjustment, the handle, this design is terrible. They have it on new machines as well. Awful. If this comes out of alignment in any way, doesn't work at all. And you really have to fight the rotation. It is an old machine, don't get me wrong, so I can't judge it too harshly, but 5 horsepower engine, tracks on here. The main reason I bought this is that it had tracks on it. I bought this for $80. And what's funny is I'd never seen one of these before, but last month on Facebook Marketplace, 3 of these were for sale, all with tracks on them. Couldn't believe it. You have the transmission back here, 6 forward speeds, 2 reverse. And if you don't know anything about two-stage snowblowers, if you're expecting to go full speed to do your snowblowing, the deeper the snow is, the slower you have to go. So speeds 6 and 5 or transport, the other gears are the actual snowblowing gears. So if it's real deep, speed 1 is the way to go. If it's not that deep, you can go in speed 4. And you have to figure out as you go. You have the drive lever, auger lever, and the chute rotation down here. And like I said, chute rotation's garbage on this model. The auger assembly down here, you have nice serrated augers, which is a positive on this type of old machine. Aluminum gear case, grease points, of course, and the shear pins. They have to keep an eye on, because if you touch an auger on a curb, it breaks the shear pin immediately. So just be aware of that. Have plenty of shear pins on the hand if you buy a two-stage snowblower. To start the engine on the snowblower, this is how I do it every time, and for the most part, it will start at 1 or 2 pulls every time. It's very simple. And keep in mind, cold start, I've been out here for a while, it's about 18 degrees. So to start this up, make sure you have gas in, of course, turn on the gas valve, set the choke. I like to do halfway on this machine. Other machines are different, but I find this so it works best for this. And you want to prime it until you see gas drip out of the carburetor. It doesn't take much. 5 or 10 pumps, you should see the gas drip out. The gas is dripped out. These don't have air filters on them, so you're not going to worry about a fire. It just drips out, and it will start on 1 or 2 pulls every time. So bring the throttle up about halfway, and it should fire up 1 or 2 pulls every time. So start it on the first pull, and just simple steps like that will allow it to start 1 or 2 pulls every time. Pull the cord out until you reach compression stroke. Prime when you see the gas drip out. Set the choke halfway, depending on what your machine likes. Not all machines are the same. Half throttle, fire right up.